What's up, MP? Long season. Time to grab that lunch bill. There he is. Fans live for games like this one.
DC family, our next Wizards giveaway night is a big one. We're giving every fan in the arena their own G-Wiz scarf. Be sure to pick up your tickets soon if you haven't gotten it already. The National Basketball Association
And a chance for everyone to get some shots up. Find the touch. Find the... Welcome aboard, everybody. This is Wednesday Night Basketball of the NBA on 2K Sports. All right, we're in the middle of the season here, Greg. How do you stay engaged at this time of the year?
Honestly, Kevin, it can be hard. The schedule is so daunting. There's really no time to reset. So spending your off days recharging, I think, is important.
And with the season in its stretch run, MP's been out to prove that his name should be on the Rookie of the Year trophy.
Well, he plays with a lot of pride, and we've seen that all season. But as much as individual goals matter, he's got to keep in mind that the best way to show his worth is to help the team win. And no point in accumulating individual accolades if your team hasn't had success. Winning still needs to be the #1 priority.
Here are the five for the Raptors. Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. Emmanuel quickly out there with Thunder. And it's Ingram at the small forward. Barnes, he's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And right where he wants to be. It's so dangerous letting Barnes get inside like that.
Brogdon the pass to George. Back to Brogdon. To the paint. Harrington, that's good.
If you want to talk about an NBA player who has poise and vision, that's Malcolm Brogdon doing work with the pass. That is nicely done.
Here's Thunder. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Brogdon looking it over. Pass to Middleton. Outside, George. Sarr sets the screen for George. No good with the layup.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Thunder passes to Barnes. And here's quickly for three. Sinks the three-pointer.
Absolutely no hesitation from Quickly on the range shot right there. What confidence.
GA, when it comes to the Wizards, they have a pretty spotty track record over the past decade.
Kevin, it's tough to get things right in the draft. Plus, they have just had poor lottery luck, only selecting higher than 8th once in the last decade. But they have passed on some superstar-level talent.
Barnes passes to Thunder. The kick out to Barnes. The tray. Rebound by the Wizards.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Pass to Sarr. And Sarr throws it down.
And at 7'1", Sarr makes dunking look easy. The defense has to push him further from the rim.
In the corner, it's Ingram. Toronto working the ball around now. Here's Pirtle. It's hauled in by George.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Pass to Brogdon. And Middleton kicks to George. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
It really helps their team so much with Middleton's passing with effectiveness, and it helps him out as a scorer. He's that much harder to defend.
The Wizards with the lead. Got a piece of it. Fast break Toronto. The finish. Oh, and the dunk by Barnes.
All right, Scotty Barnes showing us you want to be in the dunk contest, young sir.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. So timeout called here, the first for the Wizards. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at the Nuggets. They're stuck in the same spot, but still a top 10 team.
And you know, for the Raptors, they're still sorting out their roster, trying to find a way to unlock their full potential in a holding pattern, if you will. And that could change, though, at any moment.
The shot by Brogdon, no good. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Carrington. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Brogdon finds Middleton. Brogdon a screen on Ingram. The shot by Middleton, wide open. And again, Washington, no good. Ingram against Middleton. Ingram passes to Quickly. There's the pick from about 19 feet. And that one's good, Ingram.
And you see the polish from Ingram as a scorer from every level. His versatility is a boon for this offense.
Now the Raptors moving it up. Quickly looking it over. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by the Wizards. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
And guys, there's really a fine line between being aggressive and being out of control. And that one, they crossed the line.
You have got to be a low mistake team in today's NBA because once those turnovers start piling up, you're giving your opponent too many extra looks.
Barnes kicks to Quickly. Here's Thunder. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against New Orleans.
He was also an excellent setup man as well. This guy was cutting the defense to shreds with incredible passing.
Ingram with it. Now guarded by Middleton. And the basket by Thunder. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Raptors.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And that one's good, Ingram.
And this is what you want more of. Ingram has to keep being aggressive like this.
Outside for George. Pass to Carrington. And good. Coming on the assist by Brogdon. Brogdon's got his 4th assist in this one. Ingram against Middleton. Shoots from 14. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
And known for the jump shot, Ingram needs to keep firing away with confidence from that spot.
Here's Middleton. Open jump shot off the mark.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
George against Barnes. And George kicks to Middleton. Driving inside. And so the ball's out of bounds. Middleton touched it last. Corey Kispert's checked in for George. And the Raptors also making a change. Barrett's checked in. Greg, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Pass to Kispert. Barrett against Middleton. Yep, that one goes.
Yeah, Middleton is a talented scorer from anywhere on the floor. Goes to the paint and does his thing.
Here's Ingram. That's tipped. They recover it. This is his first free throw of the game.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line.
Substitution on the court.
Setting the floor for the Raptors. Thunder is out there with Emmanuel quickly. Then there's Jakob Poeltl. Then it's Barrett, and it's Ingram in at the power forward position. And it's Thunder missing. Wizards trail by 9. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Understand this. If Malcolm Brogdon is on the three-point line, you better get a hand up and contest. Nicely done. Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Middleton outside. Toronto grabs the miss. Poeltl's got 7 rebounds in the game. Quickly, Washington with the rebound. This, their first look at this year's Toronto squad.
And they won the season series against this club last year, but, you know, then again, so did a lot of other teams.
In the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
The correct decision by Middleton, moving to his wide-open teammate, Chris, a terrific passer off the wing.
Thunder out to Ingram. Lets it go with a 3. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Here's Carrington. And the shot is long. Raptors leading by 9. Here's Thunder. He's got 8. Outside, Barrett. Five on the clock. Here's Thunder. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. And now an 11-point Raptor lead.
Slow rotation there defensively, and he gets a wide-open look from mid-range.
And I'll tell you, you look up at the scoreboard, that's correct. They have a big lead for a reason.
Middleton outside. No good on the triple.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And the Raptors hit again from deep.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Pass to Song. Here's Carrington. The shot by Brogdon, wide open. Good on the three-point shot. Brogdon's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Wizards.
2 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
Thunder passes to Ingram. And here is Quickly. Here's Thunder. 10 points for him. Ingram a screen on Brogdon. Drains it from beyond the arc. And that's 13 points for Thunder. And Brogdon has got the ball here for Washington. It's a 14-point game. to Middleton. Pulls from the top of the key. Offensive rebound. Takes a three. And it's Carrington missing. Well, it was Toronto winning their last game against New Orleans. Brogdon with it. Now defended by Thunder. And that one's good, Brogdon. Every guard in the NBA should have a floater game. Malcolm Brogdon goes to that aspect. Ingram deciding where to go with it. The rebound by Middleton.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Here's Carrington. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Well, Malcolm Brogdon is a capable shooter from distance. We know how efficient he is, but boy, does that set up the passing game pretty.
Here's Thunder. He's guarded by Brogdon. Quickly with a wide open look. And the three off target. Wizards trail by 10. Middleton outside. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough.
From the Wizards, they're shooting not great, 40% for the game. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. For Washington, they have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight. The first free throw is good.
At the line for the Wizards.
And he makes both free throws.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
One second left, and that's off the glass and in. Quickly's got 5 now. And so it's Toronto going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Hey folks, thanks for joining us. It would be an understatement to say it's been a great half for the Toronto Raptors.
They're playing the way they're supposed to. Run the offense until you get a good look. Not complicated at all.
I disagree. Patience and perspective is complicated. That's why many teams can't do it.
And the next topic and that concludes halftime. Now time to
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. You know, R.J. Barrett has been exceptional here, guys.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Sarr out there with George. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Carrington in at the 2. That's the 5 on the 4 for the Wizards. Pass to Middleton. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And if you foul Middleton in the act, you may as well chalk the point up. He's always been a very consistent free throw shooter.
Well, Doris, both you and I had the honor of being in that 2020 bubble in Florida. Any memories from Orlando?
I think, Kev, just how unique the setting was, and I have to give some props to the players. No fans, no normalcy, away from their families for extended periods, and yet they were able to lock in and give us some incredible moments.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Thunder in the last outing against the Pelicans was definitely a factor. He scored 12 points. They sure looked frustrated trying to guard him, as he repeatedly drew fouls and got himself to the line. What stood out was his hustle. Work ethic was what really allowed him to make an impact. Kevin?
Nice work, David. Thank you. Greg, he did some fantastic things in that one. He made a huge impact.
And I look for him to try and repeat that performance here tonight. I really do.
Well, I think they're going to need it. This team looks completely different when he's raised his game.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Pass to Sarr. From the arc. That's his sixth field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
Well, with that size, it's easy for Sarr to see right where the rock needs to go.
Here's Thunder. 15 points in the game. Rolls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
Brilliant second half start. 4 for 4 from the field. Can't ask for any better.
Brogdon the pass to George. Here's Carrington. A three-pointer, no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Quickly finds Pirtle. Here's Thunder. He's got 17. They set the screen. And here's Barnes for 3. And Sarr pulls it down.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
That one's good, and the Raptor lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from George.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Here's Thunder. It's deflected.
Great timing on the rejection there. This young kid, Sarr, has major defensive potential. And clearly he's struggling here with the foul. Still early, and just one more will put him over the limit.
Washington calls timeout. And while the offense is developing, Alex Sarr is already a huge presence at the defensive end.
Yeah, along with being a great rim protector, he's a 7-footer who can really slide his feet on the perimeter. He can switch on the guards and make them work for their opportunities.
Brogdon with it. Guarded now by Barnes. Nice ball movement by Washington. For 3, Middleton drills it from outside. Middleton's got it back down to single digits for the Wizards. Ingram up top, defended by Middleton. And again, no good by Toronto. And so it's Brogdon who brings up the ball for the Washington Wizards. They'll face the Lakers after this one. That'll be at home. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. And George kicks to Brogdon. Pass to Middleton. Here's Carrington. Off target from 3-point range. Thunder passes to Pirtle. Ingram with it. Makes it off the glass. Ingram's got 13.
And I love it when Ingram works for that high percentage look. Such a high basketball IQ.
Puts one up from 19. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Basket counts. And now it's a 12-point Raptor lead.
And I like that they're not settling. Hitting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
George with the bounce pass. And Sarr throws it down.
This is why you involve the big man Sarr in pick and rolls. He understands how to take advantage.
Pass to Thunder. Here's quickly. Barnes outside. That 3 off the mark. Inside. And George with the stuff.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Quickly. Washington with the rebound. Brogdon's got 6 rebounds in the game. Sar sets the screen for Brogdon. Hits it from three-point range. And now just a 5-point Raptor lead.
Well, Malcolm Brogdon already has a 50, 40, 90, the ultimate efficient season under his belt, putting in work from the three-point line. Boy, the consistency he's had tonight has been impressive, really steady from the field.
Time called here. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
The three-pointers. And how well they're able to shoot them. You wonder if they can keep it up, and boy, happy.
Also, they've been living in the lane. They're getting the ball in close, and it's had a devastating impact all game long.
So for Toronto right now, they've got Ingram. Emmanuel quickly out there with Thunder. Then there's Jakob Poeltl, and it's Barrett at the 3 slot. Here's Thunder, pass to Poeltl. It's Barrett on the wing. Here's Thunder. He's guarded by Brogdon. 6 to shoot. And R.J. Barrett gets the 3. Barrett's got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, what you've seen from R.J. Barrett is attack mode. The coaching staff wants him to sustain this level of aggression.
Now Sar. Middleton outside. For 3, Kispert. It's rebounded by Barrett. Barrett's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Shoots from the line. Rebound, Washington. Middleton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. The shake. Another one falls for Washington.
I'll tell you, you have got to have a short memory. You put a poor first half behind you, and you get to work here in the second.
Outside, Barrett. Pass to Thunder. Now Ingram. Over Kispert. And that one's good. Ingram's got 12 points here in the second half.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GM.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his groove.
George is checked in for the Wizards. Scotty Barnes, he's checked in for the Raptors. Pass to Thunder. And Sar pulls it down. Wizards trail by 7, and the foul called on Thunder. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Boy, plenty of time left in the clock. He needs to keep his poise. That's his 4th foul now.
Toronto on defense. They've led by as many as 14 points. Brogdon the pass to George. Fires the 3. They get it back.
You have to love the tenacity, but also the awareness to make sure he came away with that ball.
And that one's good, Barnes.
We know Scotty Barnes will embrace the physicality. That score is about concentration.
Middleton against Ingram. Middleton dishes to George. Pass to Brogdon. Clock at 6. The shot by George, no good.
Well, after hitting 1 triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
In the corner, it's Ingram. Stolen by Middleton. And here they come. Throws it up high. And Sar throws it down.
It's almost too easy for the rookie. Sar, he just pops up and finishes off that lob.
Here's Thunder. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Barnes has got his 3rd assist on the night. Ingram against Middleton. Pass to Carrington. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Ingram against Middleton. Shoots from the elbow. And that one's good. Ingram. And it's an 11-point Raptor lead.
A natural-born scorer. Ingram is a walking bucket, and he can beat you in so many ways.
And how high can you fly? I mean, he finishes that one with some pop.
GA after getting loose in the lane with a scintillating move. Somehow misses the two-handed jam. Washington has gone over and over to the three-point shot in the fourth quarter. 4 of 9. George with the screen on Ingram. For 3, Middleton. Rebound by the Raptors. Pirtle's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after. Here's Thunder, defended by Middleton. Quickly, that's for 2. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Here's Thunder. Rebounded by the Wizards. We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter. They get a hand on it, and so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter. Sarr sets the screen for Middleton. Count it.
Nice, a mid-range jumper by Middleton. I didn't know guys were allowed to take that shot anymore.
Barnes passes to Thunder. Ingram with it. Raptors moving the ball around. Here's Thunder. 6 on the shot clock. Barnes the screen. Thunder. And he's good on the 3 ball.
3-point.
And the Raptors lead by 12.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
Here's Thunder. The rebound by Brogdon. Pass to Middleton. For 3. Here's Quickly. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. And
Great win tonight, MP.